Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining us on today's installment of Wetu. This is the third episode in many series that we're doing for you to just bring forth the conversation about Wetu, predicated on the philosophy of Ubuntu. I am because you were. It's a show about real conversation, about real life with real people. And guess what? I have with me real people, of course, but we share a common interest, a common baseline. We're all from the media industry. And I want to get out of the way and introduce my panelists today. We'll have a very delectable conversation, enjoyable, because we share common interests. So how have we navigated this journey to be where we are? Right, so here are their faces and their voices, beginning with Nduta. Also, we do have DJ Soxy, and we have Linda with us, and Merton. So that is just a thumb sketch, but they're going to give us their introductory remarks. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hey, good.
And before you even drill deeper, Nduta, I need to remind you guys about our hashtag. 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 Okay, twende pamoja. Hashtag. Tuendelee
Kulipa HELB.
we say it in a chorus together. One chorus. Hashtag tuendelee
Kulipa HELB.
Hashtag tuendelee
Kulipa HELB.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's drill deeper and begin by just learning about ourselves, where we have been, and just to give us introductory remarks so that, you know, our viewers can get to learn who we are. Duta, let's begin with you.
Thank you for having me.
I know you from another life.
Yes, you do. My name is Nduta. A banker by trade right now, but obviously before I was in media. I am a marketer by trade and a HELB beneficiary from 2001 to 2006. Yes.
Fantastic. And you'll tell us that transition from media to bank, or was it bank to media?
I'm versatile like that.
Versatile like that. DJ
Yes.
Soxy, good to see you, man.
Asante, nice to see you
Hey,
too.
it's been a while.
But thank you for having me.
Karibu sana.
So my name is Jackson Kamau. My real name, I'm sure hata yo.
Yeah. Sikujuaga Jackson. Kule kwa Jackson.
Jackson, mimi wala wase. Wase wa cool bana, Naitwa Jackson.
Hey, Jackson.
So Jackson Kamau, I'm a DJ Soxy. I started off as a DJ, a gospel DJ. I am saved, and so I use music just to minister to people and progress to being a broadcaster, presenter, and also I'm a producer on TV and radio, husband and a father to two children, 6 years and 4 years, Eliana Oirimo and Ethan Kamau, which is a full-time job also. Fatherhood is a full-time job. So hapo pia napambana tu nikilearn pole pole.
We cross over to Linda.
Hi Dibal.
Hi, how are you?
I'm okay. My name is Linda Mbaisi. I'm in PR and communication. Currently, I'm a PR practitioner at Performers Rights Society of Kenya. I started off in media, actually as a news reporter, a business news reporter, and then I transitioned to PR. Yes, I'm a HELB beneficiary. It's a very great initiative by the government, by the way. And I'm so happy to be here and share my story, probably to inspire someone out there at the end of this conversation. Yeah.
Fantastic. Martin.
Oh yes, great to see you, Diba. Looks like I'm the only person who has not transitioned to PR and marketing.
Yeah, man.
You want to transition,
Hold chairman.
Yeah, so my name is Martin Washira. I'm still in the media, very passionate about digital media. I'm the editor at Pulse Live. We do content online, and I think we've done that for a while. It's been a great journey, very enthusiastic, and I'm a HELB beneficiary from 2011 to 2015. And I think it has been a fantastic journey. Great to have you all here. Let's have a good discussion.
Interesting.
Yeah.
The digital space is really changing, especially in
Wow.
the media industry, isn't it?
In fact, a lot. Actually, I'm of the opinion where we are heading, that is where we should focus all our attention. And that's why I think even HELB will come in even more to sponsor more students, give them an opportunity to learn more about this space so that they can join us.
Fantastic. So let's get granular with the fact that all of you have been a beneficiary of HELB. But we want just to begin the journey. First of all, how intimately familiar were you with HELB, or how did you bump to HELB?
I finished high school in 1999, and back in the day, we used to chill for 2 years at home. So you wait for 2 years. Then my mom was just like, "Uspoi to a college, ujue on your own." At that time, my father had just passed away a few years, so I knew very well her space. So it was, if you're to study, it'll be your own thing. So yes, I was working, but I was always looking for a way to ensure that I do the university. I do my university. That I knew would be my way out, right? So HELB was one of those things that the people before me were grateful enough to tell me. And back in the day, it was analog. You go pick up a form, then you go around getting your signatures and you take it back. But and the money was, back in the day, 27K was a lot of money. So then I don't know, it made a difference. The process then, I'm not sure about it right now, but the process then was very lengthy, but not any, I don't believe it is anymore. But they changed my life. They gave me the opportunity to go to school, and they gave me dignity while I was in school. Because it would have been so hard to call a parent who doesn't have, right? Because you don't have either. So just by virtue of giving me, can you believe they used to give me 8.5 for a semester? And it was
For a
sufficient.
semester.
Yes.
By then, yeah.
I'd do shopping and I'd had food, and it was sufficient. So that's what they did for me. They gave me a chance to even skip all this from media to banking, etc. And then they gave me dignity to at least have something in my pocket. The 1 or 2 times you can, guys say to kule kuku, even you can jingiza in the mix and ukule kuku. So that's what HELB did for me then. So until 2006. So when I say tuendele kulipa HELB, I
know what
mean
you're talking
it.
about.
Tuendele kulipa HELB.
Kulipa HELB.
Yeah.
So let me ask you, because now you went through, you're talking about the analog experience of a customer
Yeah,
service right
back in
now.
the day.
I don't know if you've journeyed with them, you've actually, graduated, or you're fully sponsoring yourself, or maybe even beneficiaries from your family. They can relate to the customer experience right now. When we talk about experiential customer service, then and now, is there any difference?
I want to believe there is. I remember the communication was very good, especially when I was paying back. But it was one of those things that I wanted to do chap, because you really do not want a loan hanging over your head.
Yes.
So I remember I did it in actually quite a bit. Shout out to my pal called Tia. That woman would call, be like, umebakisha pesa ngapi? I mean, like,
Tia.
seriously, can you relax? Pesa si yako. But that's what she kept on doing. So if we ever got a promotion, like change jobs, she'd be like, the extra money, help. You can you imagine? That's what she did. And she kept on probing and pressing and pressing and probing until we finished. But I want to believe the experience now is different. I can see them on social, they talk to you on SMS. I believe the experience has gone.
We
a
have the
full
webisode as
180.
well, right?
Yes.
Things have changed.
I'm sure they have.
Oh, okay, DJ Soxy, your journey as well.
Yeah, I think for me, I didn't join campus immediately after school, and for various reasons. One, when I was in high school, I wasn't really interested to go to campus because one, I didn't think my parents would pay for me to go to campus because tulikuwa wengi, unajua sasa lazima pesa haikuwa tena mingi, so nilikuwa naona sasa campus, and by then I don't think HELB had heard about HELB. And so what I did is after campus, I actually went to campus now, after high school I went to campus about 6 years ago, and that's where now I got help from HELB. And one of my fears now joining campus even 6 years back was would I be able to pay for the fees? Because I remember I actually got my letter and took about a year before I started school. Because it's one thing to start school and be able to sustain paying fees. Mi nika DJ tu, nilikuwa na DJ tu, and so my money was not as consistent. So HELB came through in a big way because I was able to get money, pay for my school fees, and be at least it was a stress from now thinking about how do I pay fees focusing on learning, because hii pia ni masomo ya uzee. Unajua pia nilikuwa mzee kidogo, nimekula chumvi, si kama wewe. Nilikuwa nimekula chumvi kidogo, tunasoma na wazee. Sasa nitafikiria, will I read or will I look for fees? Will I worry about, you know, this many other things? And so they came through in a big way. Yeah, so I summered, I schooled stress-free.
But how did you learn about HELB? Because you...
By then, because on media, you know, my friends and even the school, they encouraged us actually to take HELB loans. Because now, you see, at that point, they know that you have many other things that you're doing, but you still qualified for a HELB loan. And that's why I got to know about HELB, and that's why I got to access HELB.
What, so through the changing phases of customer experience as well, was yours diametrically different?
I think mine was different, because by then digital was coming up kidogo kidogo. Still, you know, there were lines by then, you know, queues that you had to go through. But slowly by slowly, as I hear now, looking back, is that they have really improved over the years.
Linda, we want to hear from you.
So my experience is a bit very current and different from Nduta's and Sox's.
So yours is digital.
Mine is
away
very
from the
digital.
analog now. Here we're transitioning to the digital phase.
Yes. So I finished high school and then I went to study media. By then, the only school that was relevant at that time for media was Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. So that's where I went. And I had worked, after high school I had worked and saved up to go and study and pay for myself. So when I went to KMC, I paid using my savings. So basically, I was financially drained by the time I'm graduating from KMC.
I think hapo tungempigia makofi.
Asante.
You paid for yourself?
Yes.
Savings.
I was working as a cashier at a restaurant.
Okay.
And I didn't have responsibilities. So my salary basically was just to put it in a savings account and then go to school, because I really wanted to go into media. Then when I finished, I got a job as in the media industry for a few, maybe 1 or 2 years, and then I transitioned to PR. I got my current job as a communications officer, just a very junior position. But when a position came up to have the PR and communication executive, they needed someone. And so internally, I was promoted. I was given that position. But I didn't have a degree. I only had a diploma from KMC. So my first priority was to go get this document, this degree, and go study, because I already had the experience. And so when I decided to go back to school, I still didn't know a lot of information about HELB. And a colleague of mine, when I was in my second year, I had started paying the school fee again at Daystar University with cash. And a colleague of mine at work informed me about the GLE Mission loan. That one now is for people who are employed, but you want to seek further education, and it was it came in very handy.